Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make these savory little vegan sausage buns. To make things easy, I'm going to use field roast Italian sausages today, but you can use any kind you like, even homemade seitan. Other than the sausages, you just need some yeast, salt, warm water, and flour. And that's it, believe it or not. So let's get started. Start by combining your warm water with 2 1/4 teaspoons of traditional yeast. You can also use the instant stuff. Now add a ½ cup of all-purpose white flour and whisk that in. The flour gives the yeast a bit to munch on while it blooms. This also helps you check if the yeast is active. So leave it alone for 5 minutes and it should look like this. Now you can add the rest of the flour. I added 2 cups. And don't forget to add the salt. I'm using medium coarse salt, so I'm using a whole teaspoon. Feel free to reduce this amount, especially if you're using fine grained salt. Then just stir everything in together until it forms a dough. When you can't really stir it anymore, make sure your hands are clean, then dust with flour and gather those dough bitsies into a ball. Just take the edges and push them into the middle and keep kneading for a few minutes. Eventually you can form a smooth ball like this. Cover and let it sit in a warm place for a ½ hour or so and it will double in size. Like this. Presto! Dust with flour again and punch it down. Knead it a little just to get rid of the large bubbles of yeast farts in there. Now separate the dough into 8 pieces. I divide it in half, then divide the halves into halves. Knead each piece a bit and form them into smooth rounds. Take each piece and flatten it down and roll it out in one direction so that the pieces are a bit oblong and not perfectly round. Repeat with the rest and set them aside. So because these are just little sausage rolls, and let's be honest, I was low on sausages, I'm cutting 2 of them into 4 pieces each. Field roast sausages work really well because they're kind of oily and they add some of that to the bread as it bakes, so it helps make a tasty crispy bottom. Simply place the sausage piece on one end of the dough and tightly roll it up. Place the roll on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper with the end tucked underneath and repeat with the rest. If some of your dough pieces are a little more round than long, simply stretch them gently before rolling up. With all your buns rolled up, cover them with a damp towel and leave them in a warm place to rise. After about 30 minutes, they will have doubled in size like this. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius. Optionally, you can spray the tops with water, which makes the tops form a bit of a crustier crust. I like it, but you don't have to. Bake them for 15 minutes or until they look like this, golden on the top and nicely browned on the bottom. The bread is so inviting and pillowy soft, but try to let them cool before eating. The inside will be really hot. Of course I didn't, so I kind of burned myself, but who cares? It was so worth it. I hope you give this easy little recipe a try. Please let me know if you do. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more easy vegan recipes every Friday. Bye for now.